Alright, so I decided that because my last video I said, not my last one, but, in my previous video I said that I wanted to do the questions answered and stuff like that. I've decided that I have to do probably multiple parts to the answers because there's so many already ringing in. It's only been a few days. Alright, someone asked, can I do a skin video? That's up. Advice on augmentation and recommendations, and you can do prices and finance options for them. Alright, the problem with that is that you guys all live very different places. You have different opinions on what you want, how you want them, how big you want them, what material you want the bags, what material you want the inside filled with, the shape of the bag, the way that they sit on you. Everybody is very, very different. And it's not always as easy as going in and putting an implant in. Sometimes there are other things that need to be done along with it. So I can't give you guys a quote on what it would cost. I can tell you that I know people that have had their boobs done from anywhere between $3,500 to $15,000. And it depends, again, how much you get done, what you get done, and where you get it done. It's going to be obviously a lot more expensive if you get it done by like a Beverly Hills doctor compared to doing it somewhere in like Idaho or Iowa or some place where it's not as, expensive in cost of living, etc. Advice on the augmentation. Okay, so I've done my boobs twice, and the reason for that was my old roommate, I thought at the time was like the perfect boobs. Now that I look back, I'm like, ew, they're really not. But at that time, that's what I thought I wanted, and I had done absolutely no research whatsoever. I just simply said, oh my god, I would never know that she had her boobs in because they looked, I guess you would say natural. But now that I've seen so many boobs over time, it wasn't that they were natural looking, it was the fact that she went smaller. So you didn't even know that they even made implants that small. Anyway, my point was that I did absolutely no research. I just went based off of what I thought I liked at that time. And I said to her, I want your doctor's name, I want to go to that doctor. And I went and I said exactly what she has, how she has it, blah. And he did it. And he didn't do anything wrong per se, but I didn't like it. And it was a teardrop shape. And for some reason, because I had big boobs to begin with, I had almost a D. So the reason why I got my boobs done was because they were like size difference, like major difference size, like a cup and a half difference. So you can't just do one implant, obviously, because it'll be a different shape and it'll make everything look a lot different than the other boob. So I kind of wanted to just do something natural looking without going overboard. Okay, so I did the teardrop because he said that would be the most natural looking. But once everything was said and done, I realized that the teardrop looked flatter, wider, and saggier. And it wasn't what I was going for if I really knew what I was getting into. You know what I'm saying? So then the second time around, I went to the same doctor, again, because I didn't feel like I did anything wrong. I went to the same doctor and I said to him, hey, I'm not feeling the shape of my implant. What can we do? And he said, well, there's something called high profile, and they're round, they're a little bit more, it's kind of like a basketball, but no, I'm not great. Just, it's rounder. Whereas the other one was actually shaped like a tear. So this one has more of a round shape, fuller shape, more, I don't know, whatever you guys think that looks like, just fuller and rounder. So I actually loved the way it came out. If I had any warnings to anyone, I would say do not go through your areola. I would go under my armpit, for my belly button, maybe even under. I really don't know if I would do under, but I would definitely never do it under my on my areola ever again. That was just bad. Just ruined it kind of sort of for me to have it done through there. And you lose sensitivity. Like, I still haven't regained all my sensitivity yet. What else? If you feel like your boobs are very, very separated, there's something that you can get done that they cut your muscle on the side and they take a piece off, I believe, and they stitch it back so it's tighter. So the boobs don't have that much more room to fall to the side. Like, they can't separate that much more because the muscle stops them right there. I don't know. I think that would be all the advice that I would have. Again, do your research. That's the number one thing that I would tell anybody nowadays, is just do your research. Don't just go buy off of, like, I know so many people are like, oh, I like that celebrity, or oh, I like that girl at the strip club's boobs, I'm gonna ask her where she got her boobs done. Everybody is different. That just because they came out fantastic and beautiful for one girl doesn't mean it's going to do the same for you. So just be very careful, do your research, have your consultations, and really know your stuff before you get into it, before you spend that money, because I know so many girls that have done it once and then they're like, I'm not happy, going back, and you're spending so much more money because you really didn't know what you were getting into the first time around, Do I have any piercings and tattoos? My ears are obviously pierced. I used to have my lip pierced. I took it out. You can still see the hole. Yeah. I have the tattoos on my wrist. Those hurt really bad. I'll never go back on the wrist again. My belly button's pierced. I'm going to take that out pretty soon though. And that's it. Oh! Wait a minute. And I have my husband's name tattooed on my neck. That was my wedding gift to him. Why do you watch TV with subtitles? I wonder if people really realize that I do that. That's funny. I'm always Instagramming pictures of me like watching something. It's funny because I watch a movie and I find myself distracted a lot of times. Like I'll be doing something on the computer or on my phone and I'll be like, what did I say? And if I look up on the TV, it'll have the subtitles up. Sometimes things will be said in like the background or under someone's breath, and I'm like, what did they say? And if I have the subtitles on, I can hear that. Like, there's so many jokes that I can think of that I would have never known were part of a movie had I not had the subtitles on. Because they'll say something like, and you have no idea that they said that until you see on the subtitles that they say that. Or when people have like phone conversations and they don't actually tell you what the other person's saying, but if you have the subtitles on, sometimes the subtitles pick up on that conversation through the other side, and you can actually hear what the other person's telling the person on the phone. Stuff like that, little things. I prefer to know what was said, instead of having to rewind it. What was that? Wait, I can't understand it. What? I happen to be a fan of subtitles. Why don't you give tips to guys on how to ask a girl out or like that? Actually, I did. I have an entire video that I did a really long time ago, probably like a year and a half ago, on dating and how to talk to a girl and online like profiles and dating websites and stuff like that. Because I hear guys walk up to girls at the club and say stuff and I'm like, oh God, why did you do that? And then some guys will come up to me and say stuff to me and I'm like, really, buddy? But I'm never mean to them about it, And just because I laugh it off and think it's funny or, I'm not offended or I don't take it to heart, doesn't mean that somebody else won't. So it's very difficult to give you boys advice on how to speak to girls and stuff because it's hit or miss with everybody, Sometimes if you open with a joke, a girl's gonna be like, you're so corny. Or some girls will be like, he's so funny, I love it. So I don't know. It all depends on what kind of girls you're going after. You seem so genuine and down to earth. I don't get it why people hate. Neither do I. If you had a baby, what would you name it? Oh God. So one of my really, really good girlfriends, Yvette, she has a daughter and oh my God, this little girl, oh my God, just talking about it makes me want to cry. This little girl is just the sweetest, just cutest little thing you've ever seen. And oh my God, she named her Liliana, and they call her Lily. And I think that it's just like the sweetest, most adorable name. Like, oh, if it wasn't for Lily being named Lily, I probably would have taken Lily for myself. When it gets time to that point, if I have kids, I have to like really sit down and think about it for girl. For boy, I've always liked the name Derek. I always liked Darren. I always liked Devin, and then I ended up marrying a Devin, which is hysterical. Andrew, Kyle. So I don't know. I have to like really sit down and think about it. I've never really sat down to think about it. And about my pets, I promise I will finish more of my pet videos. As a matter of fact, I might go do that right now. I'll grab one of the dogs right now. This is a good one. I don't find your videos interesting anymore. Sorry, but you are pretty cheesy. Sorry, sweetie. Don't know what to tell you. I'm promising you, though, you're missing out on some really awesome videos. I love how you miss us. It makes me feel special. Finally, your skincare routine. Been so excited for that one. Cassandra, I am so sorry. I know I've told you a million times that it was coming, and it took forever. But it's finally there, and I hope that if you like it and everything, you let me know, because I have been telling everyone for a long time, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And then now it's here, and it's like... What was your celebrity crush when you... Oh, I guess I meant crush. When you was a teen/child, and what was your favorite band/singer? Okay, When I was a teenager, I was in love with Tom Cruise and Keanu Reeves. Those were like, for me. But then growing up and becoming a little bit more comfortable with myself, I can admit I have a crush on Megan Fox. I have a crush on Kim Kardashian. And I also have a crush on, Charlie Hunnam from Sons of Anarchy. Jax. Whew, he was just in Vegas the other day. Oh, he's just lucky that I didn't know that he was there when I was working. What else? What's his name that played Thor? Chris Hunning something. I don't remember. Him. Ryan Gosling's always a popular. Now that you put me on the spot, I can't think of it. And then band and singer, I loved Audioslave and Linkin Park growing up. I went to Linkin Park concert for my birthday last year, and it was probably the most amazing experience of my life, and I'm dying for them to come back because that's something that I will do over and over and over again. Also, Audioslave was always my favorite, especially the lead singer. I think it was his voice that really had me. It was just like, oh, that voice. But I haven't seen anything on their website saying that they're gonna do a tour or anything like that. I don't know if they broke up or what happened. When I follow like music per se, I hear what I hear on the radio and then I buy it in a CD or in iTunes. I don't always follow the celebrities, like their lives. Like some people know when they break up with somebody or something like that. I don't really know about that stuff. I don't follow that stuff. So if they broke up or if they happen to like dismantle or something like that, I have no idea. The only way that I'll know that they're coming to town is if I see it advertised somewhere or I hear it on the radio. Do you have a specific beauty guru or anyone that you like to watch on YouTube? I love watching Andrea's Choice. I think she's hysterical. I think she's a sexy, beautiful girl. And I think she's just so funny. Like, she doesn't even try, and she's hysterical. And I wish that I was, like, funny like that all the time. But I'm not. So, I love watching her. I love getting a laugh from her. I love to watch Bethany from I Wanted to See One Video, and she knows how I feel about her. And, I feel like there's one more, and I'm not saying it. I mean, I watch all the major gurus. Michelle Fan and Promise Fan and X Barkage, all those girls, I watch them, but I really get a kick out of Andrea Choice's videos, and I Want to See One Video. I used to love Peach Blue, I don't know where he went. My friend that I just started to get to know on Instagram, Ariel, I also put his still, like all the pictures on Instagram that he has, I put that in one of my videos, and I told you guys to follow him because he's amazing. He just recently got a YouTube, and he's amazing. You guys have to watch his videos, and you have to see his Instagram. I'll link it below. And then that's it. That's all I can think of for now. If anything else, I'll link it below. Why don't you speak Spanish in your videos? Porque la gente que no hablan español no me van a entender. Por eso. How do you stay so skinny? I eat junk food. I hope it's not too personal, but what age do you lose your virginity? That's what the other comment was about. And what age you think fits losing virginity? I just do not know when it's okay. Again, I want to stay Switzerland. I don't want to comment on this because everyone has a different opinion. For me, I didn't feel like I needed to wait till I got married. I'm going to be dead honest with you. I did not wait till I got married. I felt like if I got to know a guy for a long period of time and I had that connection with him and I had that urge after that long period of time, that I would give it, a thought. But it really depends on you. If you're comfortable with doing something with someone even though you're not in love with them, or if you have to be in love with them, or if you have to be in a serious relationship. And that's how I am. I didn't wait till I got married, but I had to be in a serious relationship. I had to have known that person for a long time, and even then it had to feel right. It didn't, if I got like a weird feeling about like getting naked in front of that person or doing something in front of that person, then I didn't want to. And that was the end of it. Like no one was going to force me or change my mind or convince me otherwise. So, I mean, it's different for everybody, you know? Will you have sex with me? Nice tits, nice boobs. All from the same person. Hair care regimen and what you recommend. I've done that before, but I will do another one. I just recently showed on my Instagram a picture of all of the products that I use, and I explained in detail how I use them. Again, guys, I know that some of you don't have Instagram, but for those of you that do have Instagram, I really urge you to follow me on Instagram because I do mini pictorials that are kind of like tutorials. I do mini hauls and products that I find at the store, makeup looks, pictures of stuff like with me, my like outside of makeup life, stuff from work, celebrity stuff, makeup stuff, beauty stuff, and then like, you know, once in a while I'll throw in like a sexy picture from like my modeling days or something like that. So if you guys really want to know all of those little things, I urge you to follow me on Instagram because you'll see so much more than you see on the videos. Plus, I Instagram like a million times a day, every day. So you're really getting to know me the best via Instagram and Twitter because that's the thing that I use the most all the time. But anyway, yeah, I showed a video, or I showed a picture of the products that I use on my hair and how I use them, when I use them, and their names of them, where you can get them and stuff like that. Which countries do you want to go to? The Netherlands? I would love to go to the Netherlands. I actually have a friend from the Netherlands, and I would love to go there if I had the opportunity. I want to go to Africa. I want to go to Europe. I want to go to Tahiti. I want to go to different places, like a bunch of different places. Not just countries, like I want to go to islands and like places that I've never been before. I would love to just go explore. Brazil. Oh, Brazil would be great. You know what I need? I need to win the lotto, or I need to win an all-you-can-travel pass from like American Airlines or something so that I could always travel and take you guys with me, and then we could party together. Be like, woo! My question would be, what brought you to Las Vegas, and do you like it out here? How did you get into makeup? Do you teach yourself? Is it hard to get a job in Vegas in your industry? What places do you enjoy to eat at? Etc., 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 etc. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. That was a lot. That was a lot. I came out to Vegas because my husband got a really good paying job out here doing what he loves. I also always said that I wanted to come to Vegas. I've come every year with my family for summer vacations. I always said that I would love to live out here. The modeling is a lot better because I'm closer to California, plus there's a lot to model and act and do stuff out here. That was all the stuff that I was really, really, really into. Yeah, I mean, I love it out here, aside from the fact that it gets really, really hot and then really, really cold. Like, there's no happy medium. Like, I'm like dying sometimes, but I love it here. I wouldn't change making this trip. Is it hard to get into the industry? Yes and no. Like, people always say you have to know somebody, and it kind of is like that, but I came out here without knowing anybody and not having any help and a foot in the door, and I made it. I mean, it took a little bit of time to find a job because I came during a slow season, but once I found that job and the connections that I made with those people that I worked with, I actually was able to find more work, better work later on. So now I'm at a job where I am 100% happy, and I love my job. And if you guys ever have the chance, again, I urge you to come to Excess at Las Vegas at the Encore, because it's just a magical place. It's amazing. And yeah. Where do you like to eat and shop? I go to Fashion Show Mall or Town Square to eat. Firefly, Kaizen, California Pizza Kitchen, Brio, Kabuki, like all of the places that I can think of that I always go to. Where else do we go to? I don't know. Maybe I should start doing a little bit of food and places in Vegas videos, like things that you would see in Vegas and the local spots and stuff like that. Alright, so I'll continue to take all your questions on that video that I did. Keep leaving your questions in the comments and stuff like that, and I will do another video soon. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.